behind the closed doors and picket fences of America's most normal-looking homes, there are secrets. People living alternate lives with strange beliefs. In New Orleans, a man is shunned for exposing his true nature.
Drinking blood actually makes me feel normal, alive.
In Pittsburgh, a man struggles to control his inner animal.
I'm a dog. Tried most behaviors that dogs do over time.
In Northern California, a woman plays master to a stable of women.
I get excited when I have someone surrendering their flesh to me.
And in the suburbs of Los Angeles, two men hold a dark secret.
I'll say taboo natural born sickness. Death to this piece of
All are considered outcasts. All believe they were destined to live a life that is taboo.
There's Boomer. Let's see Boomer.
In America, 37% of all households have dogs as pets. Trusted, reliable, comforting. Dogs are considered man's best friend. But one Pittsburgh man's canine connection goes far beyond companionship. A passion so strong, it's pushed him to lead his life as a dog.
I'm a dog. I do think that I'm some kind of dog trapped in a human body, or maybe that I could have been born a dog. The connection I have with dogs, it's just a deep thing that's emotional and spiritual. I see a dog and I feel it's somebody like me. This is pretty much my daily look, where I have dog ears like this, and I always wear this collar and tag. That's what I like, to show myself as a dog. And I also have a dog costume. That's an important thing for me, because I feel like it's something that combines the animal with the human characteristics in me.
While it may be regarded by society as taboo, there are some people that feel a need to identify with or take on the persona of a non-human species. Called furries, these people are a subculture first identified in the United States in the early 1980s, and they have a deep fascination with anthropomorphic animals.
Furries are people who like to give human characteristics to animals, dressing up in costume to explore a fantasy, to role play in a very different way.
People who live this lifestyle are potentially trying to express themselves in a different way that they feel that they can't in their human form.
Due to the fringe nature of the furry subculture, it's difficult to estimate the total population. However, the furry community appears to be growing in popularity. Each year, Pittsburgh, considered a hub for the furry community, hosts the world's largest furry convention, attracting over 5,000 people in 2012.
Any type of fantasy or role play has the propensity to become unhealthy, but most furries don't dress in their furry costume on a daily basis. Most can still live a healthy adult lifestyle.
While most in the furry subculture would view their interests as a hobby, for Gary, it's more of a lifestyle.
I'm a furry lifestyle because it's like part of my life.
Ready to play? All right, let's go.
Not every furry is totally into it all the time, and it's a hobby thing that they may do with other furs on the weekend. I'm really the only furry that I know of who, goes this far or lives it as a lifestyle.
I do feel that Boomer wholeheartedly believes that he was supposed to have been born a dog, which means he's going to feel misunderstood. He's going to come up with a lot of adversity in his life because it's very difficult for the average person to understand.
While this life has always worked for Boomer, Gary's journey has been a struggle.
I saw this movie with my dad that was called The Shaggy DA, and in it a lawyer, he changes into a big sheepdog. I think it activated something canine in me somehow. I had a dog who was named Pongo in junior high. I started wearing Pongo's collar. I was just doing it for the fun of it, and to play dog, I would call it. As time went on, I had problems at school and over acting like a dog, and I started to get into more trouble, and my parents got freaked out.
With their son acting like a dog, Gary's parents look for help.
I would be called to the counselor's office to discuss it. And then I'd want to explain it. And I didn't know enough myself to actually be able to really explain it. And I think my parents, they didn't understand what to do. My mom pretty much accepted me being a dog, but my dad never did. My dad would be the one to blurt out something like, "Why are you always doing that dog stuff?" And he'd get mad. That kind of held me back. But I really, really wanted to be more doggish. And I was just thinking, well, am I going to get in trouble again? So I was being stopped from doing doggish things, so I was angry at the world a little bit.
Gary's life changes forever with the death of his father. He is finally free to live the life he always wanted.
I could commit to discovering this part of myself, and that's when I started being Boomer. Tried most behaviors that dogs do over time. I like things that are something so close to what the canine experience would be.
Currently unemployed, Gary spends most of his days exploring his canine urges.
I enjoy eating dog food once in a while, and it's really a way to get me in touch with something that only four-legged dogs usually do. But I eat mostly human food, but I enjoy the dog food.
A person who eats a little bit of dog food is probably not going to run into a problem. But if you're consuming large amounts of dog food, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble very quickly. Dog food is not regulated like people food is. So the standards for how clean and uncontaminated it can be are much lower.
It's kind of like the canine in me wants to go further. I always feel like, okay, I want to do
Says
something
Boomer has
more.
enjoyed eating dog food for 24 years.
On my way to what I feel is becoming a dog.
Though many shun him for his doggish behavior, his friend, Ron, has remained a loyal companion.
Yeah, Bob, wow.
Hey, there you are.
Boomer's my friend. I met him about 17, 18 years ago.
Ready to see the new doghouse I
Yeah,
have.
that's it. He didn't have a lot of friends. He seemed a little different at the time. Nothing more averagely than him wearing his dog collar, or maybe he'll have his hair up in ponytails.
There it is. Look at that.
Okay. It became more prominent in the years. He came out of.
I see an antenna up there in the window.
Public and doing other stuff like that.
That's it.
Some shingles.
And yeah, I need shingles on it and everything else, but I put my name on it. I just did that. And I don't know, it's big enough for me. So it's my little environment. I can sit in there and read and have fun. So, and it's all personalized and everything.
Oh yeah, this is perfectly cool.
They fit right in there.
Big old spool of wire under the table.
Yeah.
Today, Ron is going to take Boomer into town so he can...
Says Boomer made costume in 2007 by hot gluing shredded pieces of paper.
Boomer the dog. You can't really hold a peaceful conversation with him. He does not like to react as a person. Okay, what are we going to do here? Fetch. Okay. Go, go, go.
When I'm in my costume, I'm sort of tunnel vision, looking straight ahead, and it has paws, so I can't do everything I could if I had, hands.
Come on, sit, sit, sit. Give me paw, give me paw. There you go.
It almost forces me to be in the canine mode even more because I just have the limitations.
Okay, boy.